Well, hello, it's John Neal here again, Chalkboard Artist. I'm going to show you some borders this time. Matt from San Bruno in California asked if I can do this, and there's some very interesting ideas you can do for borders. I always put borders around my work. Some people put none at all, and I think it lacks something because of that. And there's a number of different sorts you can do for different effects, and I'll show you some of the simplest of one. Right, before we start, don't forget to check out the website, and you'll find a page there where you can buy the full-size DVD of demonstrating this artwork. Right, now we must put the border around something, so in tribute to Matt, here we go. Well, I've split this board into two halves and just marked out the basics of what I'm doing here. And now I'm just going to thicken it up a bit. Right, here I've used a grey, and I'm going to just finish it off with some white down one side. Right, one important thing is here I've just made the border cut through the letters, so I know where it is. I've penciled it in earlier. However, to give Matt a bit more sparkle, I'm going to use a shadow, but just a thin brown line to start with. Right, well, while that's drying, I'll just put this in as brown as well. So I'm going over this white. I do it straight in brown first time usually. And now orange, but just in the middle here. So about from there to there. Now some yellow. And just for absolutely last, I'm going to put a white line across here. So it's like an internal border. Just fill the space across there. Right, on this side I'll do what I'll call a treasure map, which is actually quite easy to do and quick to do and very effective. And I don't think any lettering inside can cut into it because it appears to be a bit of parchment paper with little ragged edges on, so it's quite simple to do. And I'll put the word treasure map in the middle first. Right. Right, I'll keep this real speed, won't speed it up at all, and show you how it goes. The line is already there, penciled in with just a crayon, that's all it is. And then I'm going to go along and just periodically, not in the same place, just a freehand. You don't need a ruler, you mustn't use a ruler because you don't want a dead straight line. And as you go along, you wobble it a bit and then just flick it in places. And try and make them in random places, so don't make them even. I'll go right down there, maybe another one there, another one there, there. And the edges surely have got to be a bit pointed, so that will do. Treasure map. Now this is a bit more of an elaborate border, and it's a scroll, so I'm going to do like a folded piece of paper going round, and I'm going to put the word tonight on for want of anything better to do. I've marked it out in pencil already, and I'm just going to mark out. I've got to get this fill the whole thing as best I can. So you need to just practice these to get it right. Now, just quite simply, not to over elaborate this, but I'm just going to put a few white highlights on this. So if this is rounded here, then surely, if you think about it, a light should come down here. So notice I put the pen on and just flick it down to get the effect. Likewise here, this should be something similar. And where I go over the letter, I won't worry about that. I'll tidy that up in a minute. Likewise at the back there would be one. But it goes like this. Right, now I'll just pick this letter back up again, put the highlight behind it, should work, and just pull those in front of that. Likewise here, it's gone too far. There. Right, the only other one I can think of, apart from the Christmas one which I've shown on the Christmas board before, so have a look at that. This is somewhat similar, and it's a more of an Art Deco sort of decorative style. Let's say we have the word gardens and you want to put a border around it, then it would be appropriate to do some sort of twisty vine leaves and grasses and so on to fill the spaces, and particularly to fill the corners up. First let's put the word garden on. Right, while that's drying I'll just add this effect with greens. I'll start with the dark green, and it's as if I'm going to fill this corner sort of right off. So let's start here and just do some swirling. Right, two things to happen now to finish this off. First of all, this is all very green at the moment, and you tell me which is the opposite colour to green. Yes, of course, it's red. Red. And orange is very close to it in the colour circle, so I'll use those two to add some contrast. And then to enhance it a little bit more still, of course, yellow is inside of green, and the white will highlight it all as well. So I'm going to put these together to finish this off. Right, there we are then, borders for you, all for you, Matt. Started with this one with the colours on and the highlights, as on the shadow. Treasure map, quite easy to do. The scroll at the back here, a little bit of effect, just a bit of practice, you get that. You can do different shapes as well. And the garden, bit organic and a bit more flowery. Well, it's very cold out, and so I'll go and get this video posted up on YouTube, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.